Hi, Margarita here, and today we're going to talk about 3 niche fragrances that I sampled this week.
I know you're gonna dig this. Oh yeah! This is a journey into sound. A journey which along the way will bring to you new color, new dimension, new value.
Now, I love a good sample, especially when they're free. So, one of my lovely friends in one of my fragrance groups on Facebook sent me a few samples with some things that I swapped with her, and I'm so grateful. I wasn't even expecting them. So, without further ado, let's get started. The first one that she sent me is called The Soft Lawn by Imaginary Authors. Now, this one is a very green scent, as the name kind of alludes to, but the main notes are tennis ball, which I found very funny, lime or linden blossom, vetiver, ivy, oak moss, and laurels. So this is a very, like I said, a green scent, but it smells so good. What I'm picking up the most in the top is the linden blossom, but interestingly enough, it does kind of smell like the green fuzz on a tennis ball, but not in a dirty way. But you do get that accord. And I don't know how they were able to reproduce that scent, but it's a pretty good replication. Now, this smells great on a man or a woman. This is a wonderful unisex scent, very clean. Actually, I would say it's pretty inoffensive. I would think it's a safe blind buy, especially if you like something that's clean and somewhat soapy. Just think like Irish Spring soap. It's kind of giving me those vibes, but a little bit more sexy, not so much mainstream. But this one is The Soft Lawn by Imaginary Authors. The second scent that she sent me, scent to scent. No, but the second scent that she sent me is Diptyque by Tam Dow. Now, this is the EDT version. I didn't know there was an EDT and an EDP. I thought it was just one, which is an EDP. So let's see. I actually haven't smelled this one yet. So this is going to be a live test here on the camera. Sprayer doesn't want to cooperate. Let's see. You know what? I think the sprayer might be broken. I'm just going to pour a little on my skin. Now it's running everywhere. Oh well. I'm going to let that dry down some. But the notes in this are Italian cypress, myrtle, rose, sandalwood, cedar, Brazilian rosewood, spices, amber, and white musk. Now, just based on the description, after even not having smelled it, it sounds like it's going to lean masculine only because of the woodiness and the spiciness that it's listed as. But let's see. Yep, just like I thought, it's very woody. If you've smelled Oud Wood by Tom Ford, it gives me those kind of vibes. Also, there's another scent, Santal 33. It's kind of in that vein too. I don't think that you would need this if you have those other ones, unless you are someone who loves a nice woody scent. This is also unisex, but I would say leans more masculine. If between the 3 fragrances, I guess. It's personally not for me, but I definitely appreciate the opportunity to experience it. And this is Diptyque this is Diptyque's Tam Dow, not Diptyque by Tam Dow. It's the other way around. Diptyque is the designer. Tam Dow was the fragrance name. And this is the EDT. The third sample that I received is New York Nights by Bond Number 9. Now, I have always been fascinated with the beautiful star-shaped bottles that Bond Number 9 has. I have not smelled New York Nights as of yet. So this is going to be another one that's kind of a live on camera experience. Hopefully this sprayer works. Let me find a piece of... I didn't wear anything before this, so I can have some clean skin to spray these on. So we'll try here. Oh, this one worked. Wonderful, wonderful. But the notes are gardenia. Interesting. That's my favorite flower. I love gardenia. Love it, love it, love it. Jasmine, carnation, patchouli, flowers. This is very general, but according to the description, that's what's in there. Sandalwood, sea notes, caramel, and coffee. Now, the coffee note concerns me only because I do not like the smell of coffee. I don't drink coffee. Don't like the taste of coffee. I know I'm in the minority here with that because a lot of people cannot function without coffee. I just get high on life, But no, I'm pretty high energy anyway, but I'm not a fan of coffee. But we'll see. Hopefully all the other notes will overpower the coffee note. Otherwise, it will be a no-go. So let's just see how this develops. In the top, the patchouli is very dominant. Patchouli has a very prominent and noticeable scent. It's supposed to be a heart note, but I'm smelling it at the opening. If you are not a fan of patchouli, I do not recommend this fragrance. Just think Angel by Thierry Mugler, Coco Mademoiselle. Those are two very patchouli dominant fragrances. I do not like either one of those because of that fact. But if you like those kinds of fragrances, that will be something. This may be something you like. I don't necessarily dislike this fragrance because it seems like the sweetness is starting to overpower the earthiness of the patchouli. I'm not smelling any of the gardenia, and I'm so sad because that was the part I was most looking forward to. The caramel is coming through, and I'm really not getting too much of the coffee, which is good, but that patchouli is very dominant. I don't know how it's going to do as it dries down, but in the first couple minutes here, it is a very dominant scent. Now, this is a gourmand. I am the queen of gourmand lovers. So if you love a nice gourmand note that has coffee and patchouli dominant, patchouli is a member of the mint family. So if you like dirty mints that don't smell like mint, more so like dirt, you would love patchouli. It's, again, a very earthy and polarizing scent. Either you love it or you hate it. This scent, if nothing else, is very interesting. It is a very interesting fragrance. If you want something that smells unique, I haven't really smelled anything that smells exactly like this. But again, if you have Coco Mademoiselle or Angel, you may like this one. Another one is Black Opium, if you like a strong coffee note, by YSL. Not a fan of that one either because of the coffee note, but it is a cult classic. It is one of those fragrances that are on a lot of people's holy grail list. So if you like coffee or patchouli, I strongly recommend New York Nights by Bond Number 9. Well, this concludes the samples that I got this week. If you like anything that I mentioned, if you own it or if you're interested in them, I'm happy to send over a decant or anything like that. Just message me, put a note in the comments. We can figure something out. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We talk about fragrance, fitness, fashion, femininity, falsetto, aka music, food, fun, and lots of other wonderful F words. Why? Because all F words are not bad. I'm Margarita, and until next time, have an awesome day. Bye.
This is a journey into sound.